A nation once defined by war is now planning a $10 billion city, and that's just the beginning.
In this video, we are going to look at 12 massive development projects that are reshaping South Sudan. These include game-changing solar plants, cross-border roads, oil refineries, and an entirely new capital city. This isn't about hype. It's about real construction, real funding, and real impact. If you care about Africa's growth, investment opportunities, or regional geopolitics, this is a breakdown you can't afford to miss. Let's explore the rise of a nation most people are sleeping on, starting with Number 1, Karuma-Juba. 400 kV high-voltage transmission line. Picture a power corridor stretching nearly 380 kilometers from Uganda's Karuma hydropower station, across the border all the way to Juba, the heartbeat of the nation. This line isn't just infrastructure, it's a lifeline. The concept has been on the table for years, but feasibility and environmental reports only wrapped up in early 2024. A formal power purchase agreement was signed in June 2023, elevating the plan from theoretical to tangible by upgrading it to a 400 kV capacity. That means South Sudan can reliably import clean hydropower from Uganda, opening the door to a more stable electricity supply. So, what's behind it financially? The African Development Bank and European Union have stepped in to fund the South Sudanese section as grants. Meanwhile, Uganda is financing its side through loans, pushing the total estimated cost to around $300 million. Construction roles are clear. Uganda's Sino-Hydro Consortium is expected to handle the segment from Olwio to Nimule. Once operational, this corridor will dramatically improve Juba's power reliability, energy for hospitals, homes, and businesses without the constant strain of outage fears. This isn't just about energy, it's a foundation for growth. Number 2, Uganda-South Sudan 400 kV double-circuit interconnector. Continuing the power story, this interconnector project runs parallel to the Karuma-Juba line. It's a roughly 300-kilometer double-circuit link laid across both countries, about 150 kilometers on each side, with a key substation at Gumbo, just outside Juba. The financials are already lined up. The African Development Bank greenlit a $153.7 million package, with Uganda taking on loans and South Sudan receiving grants, within an estimated total project cost of $260 million. The goal? To deliver close to 624 gigawatt-hours per year, lighting up over 287,000 households across South Sudan. Beyond increasing access, it reduces power prices and carbon emissions by lowering diesel dependency. The target finish date? 2029. Picture economic ripple effects. Cheaper power leads to lower manufacturing costs, more operational SMEs, and more competitive export pricing, gas-fired by renewable energy. Number 3, Juba Solar Power Station. Shifting from cross-border infrastructure to local clean energy, South Sudan is embracing solar power, and big time. Construction began in 2022 on a 20-megawatt solar farm just outside Juba. What sets this apart? It's coupled directly with a 35-megawattery storage setup. While precise financials remain under wraps, estimates hover around $45 million. The station aims to be online between 2023 and 2025, right as peak electricity demand grows. The combination of solar panels and battery storage is smart. Solar captures energy during the day, batteries store what's needed later in the evening. That reduces reliance on diesel generators, always noisy, expensive, and unreliable. Expect steadier energy delivery, lower power costs, and cleaner air in Juba. This solar station isn't flashy, but it's a structural game changer. The first significant clean energy addition to the capital's grid. Number 4, Palawich-Maiwut-Pagak Road. Stretching from the oil-rich town of Palawich through Maiwut to the border town of Pagak, this road is more than a domestic link. It's an international trade corridor. With an estimated cost of $738 million, construction officially began in mid-2024. If all stays on track, it could be fully operational by 2029. The goal is to create a direct, smooth link between South Sudan's Upper Nile region and Ethiopia's Gambela area. That's critical for exporting oil and agricultural products while also allowing imports like machinery, cement, and essential goods. For the southern and eastern states of South Sudan, regions that often feel left out of national development, this road is a powerful symbol of inclusion and connectivity. It also lays the groundwork for greater regional integration with Ethiopia, one of Africa's fastest-growing economies. Number 5. Agrey-Jayden Road. Named after a national liberation hero, the Agrey-Jayden Road has long served as a vital route between the capital city of Juba and the Ugandan border. But up until recently, it was barely passable in rainy seasons. Since 2022, clearing operations have made way for full-scale upgrading. And now, this key route is being transformed into a modern bitumen-paved road. Once completed, it will dramatically reduce travel time from Juba to the Ugandan border, enhance trade, and improve access to healthcare and education for isolated communities. The improved road will also benefit thousands of farmers and small business owners who rely on reliable transport to get their goods to markets. More than asphalt, this road is a corridor of opportunity, reconnecting rural areas to the nation's economic core. Number 6. Juba-Terekeka-Rumbek Road and the Ramseiel Spur. Another major transportation artery now underway is the Juba-Terekeka-Rumbek Road, a high-impact infrastructure project funded by a $736 million loan from China's Exim Bank. Sections between Juba and Terekeka are already paved and in use, with work extending westward toward Rumbek in Lake State. What makes this project especially important is the planned spur to Ramseiel, the proposed future capital of South Sudan. Once fully connected, this route will form part of a strategic central corridor, easing future development in the heart of the country. Better roads mean faster transport, safer travel, and reliable access to services. They also create jobs, not only during construction, but in everything they enable afterward. Number 7. Akon International Airport, Gogriel West. Set in Gogriel West in Warrap State, Akon International Airport is named after global music star Akon, who has long expressed interest in African development. Backed by around $15 million, construction is already underway, with completion expected by August 2025. Though details on runway length and cargo capacity are still limited, what's clear is that this airport will significantly boost regional access. It's expected to handle passenger traffic, humanitarian operations, and cargo delivery, potentially even forming the nucleus of a future logistics hub in northern South Sudan. For communities in Warrap, northern Bahr el Ghazal, and the northwest, Akon Airport brings the outside world one flight closer. Number 8. Cement Factory, Dryport, and Investment Tower, Kenyan-Malaysian JV. South Sudan's construction and logistics sectors are poised for a significant transformation, thanks to a newly announced joint venture worth $100 million between East African and Malaysian investors. This ambitious initiative is expected to unlock new opportunities for economic growth and infrastructure development in the young nation. A key component of the project is the establishment of a cement factory near the Nimule border. This facility will play a vital role in supplying essential materials for roadworks, bridges, and building construction across the country, significantly reducing reliance on costly imports. Additionally, the venture includes the development of a modern dry port dedicated to cargo processing and customs clearance. This will help decongest the capital city of Juba and streamline cross-border trade, making logistics faster and more efficient. To further enhance investor confidence, the project also features a high-rise investment tower in Juba, intended to house foreign firms and regional investors. The groundbreaking signals not only infrastructure expansion, but also increasing global confidence in South Sudan's economic prospects and its bold steps toward industrialization. Number 9. Modern oil refinery and storage facilities, Nile Pet Sokek JV. In August 2024, the state-owned oil firm Nile Pet signed a landmark deal with China's Sokek to establish a modern refinery and fuel storage complex in Unity State. The facility will process crude oil locally instead of shipping it abroad and re-importing refined fuel, a costly process. While the project is still in the early stages, the benefits are clear. Local refining will lower costs, create jobs, and ensure a more stable supply of diesel, petrol, and aviation fuel. However, success hinges on securing financing and ensuring site security in Unity State. Still, this partnership marks a major step toward energy independence and industrial self-reliance. Number 10. Central Bank of South Sudan Headquarters. In Juba, construction began in 2022 on a 12-story headquarters for the Bank of South Sudan. Led by Shandong High-Speed Group, the project is expected to wrap up between late 2025 and early 2026, and it will house around 700 personnel. This isn't just a building, it's a bold statement. The headquarters symbolizes the country's commitment to professional governance, modern financial oversight, and international investment partnerships. It's also one of the tallest and most modern commercial buildings under development in Juba. A central bank needs more than policies. It needs infrastructure. This tower gives it both stature and stability. Number 11. Ramseiel, the dream capital. Few projects in Africa match the scale and ambition of Ramseiel, South Sudan's planned future capital city. Located over 250 kilometers from Juba, in the geographic center of the country, Ramseiel was officially designated the new capital in 2011. Since then, a master plan has been developed with input from Moroccan and South Korean planners. The goal? To build a modern, green, smart city from scratch, with room for ministries, embassies, universities, and innovation zones. The estimated cost to launch the project is around $10 billion, but major hurdles remain. The site is surrounded by swampy terrain in the Sud wetlands. It lacks paved access roads, and power infrastructure is non-existent. To make this vision a reality, South Sudan will need strong political will, foreign investment, and long-term commitment. If realized, Ramseiel could rival Brasilia in Brazil or Dodoma in Tanzania, purpose-built capitals designed to unite diverse nations and drive modern growth.
Number 12. South Sudan-Djibouti crude oil pipeline. This massive project proposes a China-backed oil pipeline running from South Sudan's oil fields through Ethiopia and terminating at the port of Djibouti. While still in the planning phase, this alternative route would provide a safer, more stable outlet for oil exports, especially critical given the volatility in northern Sudan. If completed, it would not only reduce export risks, but also strengthen South Sudan's trade ties with Ethiopia and the broader East African region. As of mid-2024, the project is awaiting financing and final design. The potential payoff? A massive leap in sovereignty over natural resource exports, and a stronger geopolitical position in East Africa. South Sudan is changing faster than most people think. These mega projects aren't just plans on paper, they represent ambition, investment, and a new direction for the country. From energy independence and road connectivity to aviation and the bold dream of a new capital city, the groundwork for transformation is being laid. Of course, challenges remain, but the momentum is real, and the opportunities are enormous. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Stay updated on Africa's biggest transformation stories right here. The future is unfolding,